Welcome to a walkthrough on one of the properties that Katie and I will be redeveloping over the next few months. It is a 3-bedroom end of terrace property in the HU5 postcode in Hull. It's just off Bricknell Avenue, which has a secondary school, a primary school, plus some nurseries with some local amenities nearby. And wonderfully for this house, because it's end of terrace, it's right near some common land as well. So it's a real good selling point and will be fantastic for a startup family. So this video is a little walkthrough of the property before we get going on it, and some thoughts about what we're going to be doing. We've now got the budget, which is going to be in the region of about 30,000 if we can keep to that. We've got some headroom should we need to, but I'd like to keep it around that sort of cost. So this is the video, 5 or 6 minutes, and a little tie-up at the end. For completeness sake, this is the external front elevation of the property, so we probably need to put a fence around. Really tidy little house actually, lovely house, and what a beautiful aspect. Fantastic. This is Dent Road. Now we're gonna need to replace the front door. This is the downstairs entrance hallway with stairs running up. Ceiling needs to be replaced actually throughout the whole of the property. Renewing of electrics throughout the whole of the property, and new central heating system and radiators. So this is the kitchen. We have a gas oven and hob that needs to be removed. Kitchen water here, waste through there, but we need to change that. All of this needs to be removed. Radiators resited. Ceiling down. We have a services cupboard. So under the stairs, we've got electrical connections. This has been renewed relatively recently, but we'll get that checked out, and gas. Beyond that, we then go into an open plan living and dining room. Window encasements need to change. Feature fireplace and surround, that needs to be removed. This Artex ceiling, which is not asbestos, we've had that checked, that needs to be removed. All of the floor out. There is a UPVC French window into the back garden, that should be replaced as well. Radiator replaced. One doorway. As far as I'm aware, a doorway did exist here, so we could reopen that potentially. And this is the downstairs. Garden to the rear, really lovely garden. So this just needs to be sorted out, tidied up. But a lovely garden space. And we'll go through now to the first floor. So up the stairwell, again, we need to replace all of the ceilings up here. Obviously carpet out and replaced. And then we'll go into bedroom 1 first, around to our left. Ceiling down because this is in a poor condition. New window encasements. Remove and replace radiators. Strip out, redecorate. New sockets around all of the walls, so a rewire of the house. We'll go to the smallest bedroom, bedroom 3. Again, total redecoration, new windows, encasements, and strip out, new ceilings. We have a combi boiler inside of here. We're gonna take some advice on whether that needs to be removed and resited, because this would be very useful as a cupboard for a small bedroom. If we can turn that into a properly usable cupboard, it will really add space to the room and means that the tenants will not necessarily need to have any of their own cupboard space. There is a heater, hot water boiler there, immersion boiler, pardon me. Huge cupboard space. So I'm wondering if this could be resited and purposed better. There is a separate a separate toilet. Lovely heat lamp. So we need a rad in here. We will keep the toilet separate to the bathroom. This bathroom was not so long ago redone. Needs new window encasements. Now it needs total reconfiguration. This was for a person with reduced mobility, and it has one of those soakaway floors. So this needs to actually come out, maybe a bath along here, resite the sink to this wall, and then remove the shower, and then create a walk-in shower potentially in this very large cupboard, accessed through this part of the doorway potentially, but we need to figure it out. I've got to measure all this stuff up. We'll go to bedroom 2 in a second, replace the ceiling. The loft hatch is there. It doesn't have any stairs, so we'll put a loft hatch with stairs in. This is bedroom 2. Again, new window encasements, new ceiling, remove of existing carpet, replace all the doors throughout the house. There is a lovely deep internal cupboard space, and by utilizing that, it means it frees up the whole room then to, bed, a double bedroom, albeit a fairly tight one. So this is Dent Road. We are in the planning phases of all of this, and it's going to take some months to sort out, but it is something that we're going to get going on very soon. I now have the liquidity to be able to get going. I think we're going to be in somewhere about 30,000, maybe a bit more, for the budget, and see what we can do with that to start with. We do have another house that we've got to get on with, but at least we can now get going with this. So phase 1 is going to be strip everything out so that we can see the wood for the trees. I'll get going on that in the next week, so certainly this side of Christmas. It is September the 22nd, 2024 today. And the plan is to have this stripped out by Christmas. There's going to be a lot of stuff that Katie and I are going to be doing ourselves. I run a small business, a coffee roasting business, so it's quite difficult managing time, but there are elements that we're going to do ourselves, and of course then bring in trades to do the things that are beyond my capability. So next phase in this is going to be sitting down with Katie to plan out exactly what we're going to be doing. We need to approach this project with a cohesive plan, something that we haven't done with our main residents. But anyway, a cohesive plan, and strip out, and get going on that. So that was a walkthrough on Dent Road, property 2 of ours. There we are. Cheers.